You have Michael Jordan level genius at something. You're the best in the world at something. And chances are it's not what you went to school for, and it's not what your parents did or what your parents are telling you to do. Your parents are probably amazing people, probably do love you, probably. They just have a different version of success than you. The world that they grew up in is not the same as yours. Think about how old you are, and then think about how old your parents are. How old are you right now? Your parents at your age, when they were your age, it was just a different world. So as far as I'm concerned, they're pilgrims. You know, your parents are pilgrims. They're from a different era, a different generation. Same thing for your grandparents. Same thing for the people in your community. Like, most people are living a life that you do not want to live. Most people are not walking around. How many people in your life walk around thinking that they could be the greatest in the world at something? Not many people. You are probably the most ambitious person that you know. You are probably the person who is building up other people, telling them that they're amazing, being the encourager, being the optimist, being the person who pushes people forward, but nobody's doing that for you, or at least not enough, which is why I made these channels, to try to be that for you and other ambitious people who are trying to make an impact, because that's how I learn best. I'm around Jay Shetty and Simon Sinek and Warren Buffett and Elon Musk and Oprah Winfrey constantly. I know some of them personally now, like Jay, but if I don't know them or they've passed, through their voice, through their videos, their message is in me every day, and that inspires me to want to live a bigger life. You could be the greatest in the world at something. The problem is, one, you don't believe it. Or you don't believe it consistently. You have moments where you believe it, but you don't believe it consistently. Did you wake up today and feel like, I could be the greatest in the world at this? I could be the greatest in the world at this, the greatest. I got Michael Jordan level genius at this. How often do you feel that way? 2% of the time? That's the problem. That's what we need to shift. That's what you need to shift. That's what I'm trying to help make you shift, but you need to shift. This is the shift in the thinking. It starts with the belief. You might have all the skills, all the heart. I've met so many amazing people with a giant heart. You want to serve, you want to help, you want to do good. You know you can. Your story is meaningful. Your story can touch people's lives. You've seen it help people, even if it's only on a small scale. And yet you feel like, I can't do it. That you can't do it. That you're not good enough. That all these people are so great and it can't be you. And you just don't believe that you could be the greatest. You're not the greatest yet, not even close, but you could be. And it's that belief that then gives you the push to actually go off and do. Because how do you actually get the skill set? By doing, by practicing, by doing the reps. You want to be great at YouTube, you got to make lots of videos. You want to be great at building a car, you got to make lots of cars, right? You have to put in the reps at anything to be great at it. But if you don't have the belief that you could be great, you don't put in the reps, you don't even show up. So that's step number one. Is the belief that it's possible. And then step number two is taking the action. Step number two is scheduling it in. So what I'm a big believer is, I love the idea of being motivated, being inspired. It's why I make these videos. But the inspiration alone isn't enough, right? Watching this video alone isn't enough. It's why I always ask the question of the day at the end. I always try to push people. I want to see you take action of some kind in your life, because this is a great little motivational boost. And so can other videos or events or seminars or podcasts or books. There's great motivational boosts that happen in your life. And that's a good feel-good moment. And listen, that's a lot better than the alternative of waking up and hating your life every day, which is what most people do, right? Most people wake up and drive to a job that they hate. They don't like their life. They already give up on their dreams. They feel like nothing is possible. That's most people, unfortunately, right? That's the problem I'm trying to solve for the world. So at least being motivated and inspired, even if it lasts for 8 minutes, is still great. It's still better than the alternative. The key, though, if you really want to make a change in your life, you really want to start living up to your Michael Jordan level genius potential. The key is to use that 8-minute window, or 7 minutes, or 15 minutes, or half an hour, however long you're inspired for. You watch a video, it has a half-life, right? It wears off. As soon as the video is done, you might be super inspired right now, and then it falls off, right? You just fall back in your life and it slowly wears off. So in that period of time before it wears off, let's call it 8 minutes. What do you do? What do you do in those 8 minutes? What do you do immediately after watching this video? That's why I always say, What was your biggest lesson, and what is your plan of action after watching this video? What are you going to do in those 8 minutes? People, they get upset about motivation because, well, it doesn't last. It's not designed to last. It's not meant to last. It's meant to give you the moment of courage to actually take the action that you need to take. That in the 8 minutes after watching this video, you're doing something. You're committing to somebody. You're making the sales call. You're reaching out to somebody that asked them to be on your show. Like the thing that you're afraid to do, that the best version of you would do, that's the gap. The thing that you're afraid to do, that the best version of you would do. What is that? And then using the motivation as the liquid courage to go off and do it. To take the action. So that at the end of the day, you're proud of yourself. Like, think about yesterday. What would you have loved to do yesterday? Like, you wish you did this. You wish you had the courage to do X. Like, if you had unlimited courage, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do to move forward on your goals? You would just jump off a building. Like, what would you do if you had unlimited courage? And that's accessible. You know you felt that. You know you felt that 2% moment where I could be great at this. You've had these little hits. So step one is to figure out, how do I get those little hits more consistently? Maybe it's watching my channel. Maybe it's watching another channel. Maybe it's, again, podcast, book, something, but it has to be consistent. The motivation has to be consistent. Just like brushing your teeth is consistent, just like making your bed should be consistent, just like, doing your hair. It should be consistent, right? You are where you consistently do. Getting motivated once a month isn't gonna do anything for you. It has to be consistent. And then in that window, while you are motivated, while you are your best self, while you are feeling bold and courageous, and you're realizing that you could be a Michael Jordan at something, what are you gonna do? What's your action? And depending on your goals, it's a different action. That's where it gets customized. But I've never seen somebody get inspired, start to feel amazing, start to wear the skin of their best self, make a choice and have that choice not be the best thing for them. Your head will then talk you down for why you can't do it, that you don't have the money, the resources, the connections, the looks, you're in the wrong country, you have the wrong family, you have the wrong education, the wrong XYZ. That's your head taking over. That's not the best version of you. That's the scared, living in fear, scarcity mindset version of you. And you have to fight for the growth version of you. You have to fight to get the motivation back. You have to fight for the Michael Jordan level genius that is inside you, because you have a gift for the world. Because your message means something. Because what's inside of you can serve people. And because this life that you're living right now is not the final version. You're capable of so much more, and you know it. You feel it. You know that it's possible. It's choosing to tap into it every day and then create some kind of action every day. Because if you did that every single day, you started your day with the thing, just try it for a week. Start your day with the thing that makes you feel bold, powerful, confident, alive. Where you can go from being dead tired, you're just waking up, super groggy, hello world, and you're gonna do the thing that gets you feeling bold, powerful, confident, alive, belief in your Michael Jordan level genius. And then you do something. Just try that for a week. See how much it changes how you feel, how you're doing, your energy levels, your motivation levels, your just perspective on life. Suddenly things become a lot sunnier, Things become a lot more positive, optimistic, everything. Now fast forward to doing that every day for a year. Holy cow, every day for a year, you wake up, you do the thing that gets you feeling powerful, bold, inspired, confident, and then you do one small thing on that, you're in a different life. It's just a different life. You will not recognize the person who you are today. The 1 year from you version will not recognize who you are today. Just those two simple things. Do the thing that gets you feeling powerful, motivated, inspired, and confident, and then take some kind of action on it. Get at it.
If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Every day, inside your head, there is a war being fought between growth you and comfort you. Every day. Every day.